Hey, welcome back. Today we've got something special in store for you. We're going to show you something that not a lot of tourists get to see. Roll titles.
That's right, we are going to take you for a walk down Kalamaki Strip during the winter. It's not what a lot of tourists get to see, so grab yourself a cuppa, we'll grab a coffee and let's go.
We've got our coffees from Sweet and Salty. Let's go.
So we're starting at the very top of the strip. Now, I'm not too sure if this was here last year, I actually think it was, but there's a little library here which is in like a bus stop. Gets filled up more during the summer. There's some books there, so if you're ever in need of books, check out the lending library. And those who know will know that we're coming to one of the best bars on the strip. It is, of course, the Melon Bar, run by the legendary 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐞, king of cocktails, meat king. He's the king of everything. I actually think it's closed at the minute.
He's the king of Kalamaki, isn't he?
He is the king of Kalamaki, so that's 𝐥𝐤𝐤's place. Oh no, he's open, I think. We love it there. He stays open during the winter, which is great for us. So this is how quiet the strip is during the winter. There's probably a handful of places that are open, very different to the summer. So here in Zante we have loads of stray cats. If you've been here on your holes, you probably know. There are quite a lot of groups of locals that feed them throughout the winter. We have feeding stations for them. We have the TNR programme, which is a trap and neuter release programme. They are actually linked in our bio, so if you would like to make a donation, just go to the bio because the link is there. They basically are run by a couple of volunteers and they deal with trapping, neutering all of the strays. It's a really great programme. They don't get any money at all. They rely literally on what people give them. So check out the link in our bio for more information about what they do and how to give them a couple of euros.
First coming up on the left hand side, this was the first place that we ate at the beginning of last season actually. Daphne's lovely family, lovely food. Atlas, anyone who was out last year will have known that Atlas opened right at the beginning of last year and actually closed probably about halfway through the season. Hopefully that'll come back this year because it was a really welcome addition to the strip. On the right hand side we have Bliss. Bliss is also open all the way through the winter as well. On the right is pretty much one of the main venues to a lot of people who holiday here in Kalamaki, the venue bar. Obviously frequented by the legend that is Lee Chambers. Great DJ, both on the strip and weddings and stuff. And obviously we look forward to seeing Ollie back on the door come the summer. Our
coffee bar is another place that's open during the winter, serving all your coffees and stuff. This is pretty much how it is during the winter season. So from the end of October to end of April, beginning of May, this is pretty much what the strip looks like. There's just a few cars passing by, a couple of places open, and around the time to like March to May you start to see the places slowly opening up, getting a lick of paint ready for all the tourists to come back. Now on the left hand side is one of our favourite places to eat. We only discovered this place quite late on in the season. I think it was must have been about October time for us.
I think so.
Ambrosia. It is honestly one of the best places we found to eat on the strip. It's brilliant. The food is so tasty. Good prices. The staff are amazing. It's just honestly one of our favourite places.
As you can pretty much see, other than what we've mentioned, as Emma said, it's pretty much all closed. One thing to remember though is that, as well as us, there's quite a lot of people who do still live here in Kalamaki all the way through the winter, and as such, there's our Christmas tree, just waiting to come back down. This was all lit up during the winter if you saw our previous video, but yeah, we did have Christmas decorations all the way down the strip, which was lovely. One thing that they also do generally is they empty their pools for the winter as well, completely empty them. I always assumed they'd just leave them full and then just shock the water back, but no, it seems quite a general thing to fully empty the pools for the winter. Cronulla Hotel here as well, and bar, they do a really good quality €5 half carafe of wine. Was it half carafe or full carafe?
I'm not too sure.
Lovely. Some form of size of carafe for around €5, and they have meat me, which we've been told by a number of people is a great thing to do.
They do loads of Greek meat, and they also do this Italian meat, which is apparently insane. It's one of the best places apparently to get really good meat from.
Well, we did plan on doing it last year, but we never got round to it, but we will. This is one of the Kalamaki dogs.
Hi.
We have the cats, we also have the dogs.
Hello. Hi.
Zakynthos tend to let their dogs roam free, and this is one of them. There's a group of about 3 or 4 of them, and they seem to kind of call on each other across the back roads. If anyone knows, all the way down there towards the beach, there's like loads of like inroads and back paths around there, and we've walked through there, and we've seen them all kind of calling for each other.
Everyone knows where I'm stood now. Corner 45 is so well known on the strip. It's not somewhere actually that we tend to go, but we do come here for one thing, and that is the breakfasts. If you want a decent fry up when you're out here, this is the place to come. This and the airport cafe are 2 of the best breakfasts, in our opinion, around in Kalamaki.
Remedy here, Remedy Cocktail Bar, is also open on the weekends during the winter. We haven't been yet. We will at some point, but apparently that's also open.
So, Sizzle and Grill, we came here once last season, and it was absolutely amazing. One of our favourite meals, to be honest. And then as well, if you're looking for a decent Italian meal with amazing wine, you need to get yourselves up them stairs to Bon Amici. It is perfection. The food is glorious, and the wine, the guy who owns it, I'm sure he makes the wine himself. He does an absolutely banging Malbec, is it, Ads?
Yeah, Malbec.
And honestly, it's incredible. So we well recommend that place, and Vintage across the road as well. If you're looking for a decent steak, it's great. It's one of our favourites. And then coming back on the left hand side, and why are all of our favourite places like right next to each other? Back on the right hand side, you've got Oasis. Now, all I can say about this place is like 5 words.
Frozen?
Frozen strawberry pina colada. 4 words. It's amazing. It's just so good, and the tunes in there, I love the music in there. It's like Ibiza house, like chill sort of music.
It's one of the greatest playlists, I'd say, on the strip.
I love the playlist. It is like funky house, disco classics, Ibiza chill, like great.
As Emma said, most of the places on the right hand side are our faves. However, we do need to give a shout out to the legend that is the Black Pearl. Natalia and Vasily, they're absolutely lovely couple, and that is a great bar to go to. No food, just good drink, good chat. We love that place. Can't wait for it to open again.
Because we live here, you'd think that during the summer we're out all of the time, but actually we're not, because we're working. Last season we were really busy. Weddings were busy, I was performing and so was Adam, so we didn't really get a chance to get out and, you know,
enjoy the nightlife, enjoy where we live. Plus, if we were doing that all the time, we'd literally have no money, because although like it's not expensive here, but if you're eating out every single night, imagine how much you spend like if you come out here for a week. Like, you know, if we were going out all of the time, that's a lot of money over like the 6 months. So we do try and limit ourselves. We try and have one night a week where we go out, whether that be locally to us or we go into Zante town. During the summer, we aim for one night a week. Sometimes we don't get that. The winter, we're hardly ever out. We just stay in and we cook from scratch. We are like hermits in the winter. Yeah.
And pretty much we're like hermits during the summer as well. So we're staying in these places and it sounds like we're out socialising all the time, but actually we're not. It's just,
we'll try and change that.
Yeah, we'll try and change it. It's just when we first moved here, we have family out with us. And the first year we moved here, I wasn't performing, so I had quite a lot of time. So that first year I was like a tourist. I was living my best life. Poor Adam was on stage 7 nights a week. But yeah, so we do have family staying out with us a lot. And obviously when your family come out, you want to go out and stuff. So it's trying to find that balance, I guess.
One thing that you really do notice when you hear of a winter is just how many cars there are to rent on this island. Because during the season, as you can imagine, they're all rented out and there's maybe about, I don't know, half a dozen on a forecourt. When they're all actually back in, this is just one small place on Kalamaki Strip. But when you see them all around the island at all the different places, there are hundreds of cars. So it really adds to the congestion on the roads and all that during the season when you realise that all these cars are on the road with holidaymakers. So as we're kind of nearing the end of the main strip of Kalamaki, as you can see, like what we're wearing, it's not cold, there's a little bit of a breeze. Cars are, to a certain extent, flying up and down here. It's pretty much like a ghost town.
So the airport cafe is coming up here on the right hand side. This is a brilliant place if you're into planes. If you're not as well, it's still a great place. You don't necessarily have to be strictly into planes, but it is a good place to sit and watch all the planes coming in and flying out of Zante. They do a banging fry up as well if you're looking for somewhere of a fry up. And actually, I think it's open over winter, but I'm not 100% sure. We don't tend to go there over winter, but it looks like there's cars outside, so potentially could be open. A little bit past the airport cafe, you've got Cantina. If you don't know what this place is, it's an amazing traditional grill, Greek kind of place. It's very basic. It's kind of, you sit on hay bales and they grill your order and bring it over to you. It is amazing. It's cheap, it's cheerful, it's where the locals eat. It is just absolutely stunning. So if you've never tried it, definitely get yourself down there. So we've come off the main strip now and we are heading down towards the beach. We have the lovely Macedonia hotel here on the right hand side. We've actually stayed here before when we came out, before we actually moved out here. I think it was October 2023 we stayed here. It was a nice place to stay. The planes fly directly over it, so there is a little bit of noise from the planes, but it is great to see as well.
Oh, I was obsessed. We stayed here for a week and I absolutely loved seeing the planes come over.
Yeah, but you always miss them though.
I missed it every single time. Every single time I missed it. I ran out on my phone the amount of times I got footage of blue skies and the sound of planes. Fascinating.
Did you get it? Did you get it?
Ding dang do. So we first came to Zante the first ever time in August 2022 to do a week's job here filming fell in love with the place, and within 3 days we decided we wanted to move here. We returned in October 2022, and that was our room right there. We came out just on a fact-finding mission, and it was fantastic. So Hotel Macedonia will always have a certain place in our hearts. Now if you look over to your left, you'll know, but the road all the way down there takes you all the way down to Kalamaki Beach Hotel, Kalamaki Beach Bar, and one of the main parts of Kalamaki Beach. If you haven't seen the video, go up there. That's our walk all the way down Kalamaki Beach a couple of weeks ago. But we're going to take a left here, and we're going to go down some of the back roads all the way down past Denny's Inn and take you around that area and show you how quiet that is of a winter.
So off the main strip, you have a couple of what seems to be bigger hotels. I think these potentially could be your all-inclusives, I'm not too sure. This is a popular one that we hear people talking about on the Facebook groups. And also, I know a lot of our brides actually have stayed at this next one. It looks really nice. It's the 𝐥𝐢𝐤𝐤 Grand Hotel. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, is it 𝐵𝐴𝑡𝑠𝑎𝑟O?
𝐵𝐴𝑡𝑠𝑎𝑟O.
𝐵𝐴𝑡𝑠𝑎𝑟O. Looks lovely, doesn't it?
It's the 𝐵𝐴𝑡𝑠𝑎𝑟O Grand Hotel. And on the left-hand side, you have Hotel Metaxa. So although these are off the main strip, they're not that far away. It's to get to the main strip, you can see it. It's just there. So it's literally just a walk up this road with a very slight hill at the top, and that connects you straight to the main strip, and then you've got your beach further on down this way.
As we're kind of following the road round, as you can see, there's the Roseland Hotel there. That seems to be quite popular in a lot of the groups. And over to the left, we also have, I think it's Andreas. I think those are apartments actually. But as you can see, this is the road. This is another one of the roads that leads all the way down to the beach. Looking over to your left hand side, you can see the scar of the quarry in the hills there, and 𝐵𝐴𝑡𝑠𝑎𝑟O right at the top. And we mentioned it a little bit before, but coming up here on the left hand side, a very popular place here in Kalamaki is Denny's Inn. From the sounds and looks of it around the grounds, it looks like they've got quite a bit of work and renovation going on here at the hotel. So if you are booked here for 2025, yeah, exciting times.
So if you head to the beach, you take that path and go to the right, but we're not heading down there today. But if you do want to see more footage of the beach, we did do a beach walk during the winter. We'll link the video now so you can go and watch it. But up here, you're taking this road and you're heading back towards the main strip.
Now during the summer, you don't see any of the vegetation growing this long, purely because by law it has to be cut back for fire risk. But because of the amount of rains, and you can probably see throughout this video puddles and all that around, we've had some quite heavy rains over the last couple of weeks, so there's nowhere near the fire risk that we have in the very, very dry weather in the summer. So the fields are kind of just left to grow.
So I'm not too sure if the camera actually reflects this, but right now is one of my favourite views because you've got 𝐵𝐴𝑡𝑠𝑎𝑟O in the background. You've got a lovely open field. It's so green. In the summer, because of the sun, it's just brown. not as vibrant as this. And then you've got a couple of hotels, a couple of buildings, but it really is beautiful. Like, it's so pretty. We're so lucky to live here, we really are. You might recognise this path we're on now, this road we're on. This again joins you up to the main strip, and you have the 𝐥𝐢𝐤𝐤 Bar coming up on your left hand side. So the 𝐥𝐥𝐤𝐤 Bar has been open for just over 20 years last summer. Last summer we had the bi-weekly birthday, the anniversary, the 20th year. It's a wicked bar. It's got some great acts on, apart from him. And yeah, the staff are great. It really is a lovely bar, and the rooftop is amazing. As you can see, it really is so quiet here during the winter. This is like really busy here usually of the summer. Lovely little Kalamaki dog. Hi. This restaurant has great feedback. We've never actually been here, but I think we're going to put it on our list, one to try for 2025. It is the Escape Authentic Greek Taverna.
This is kind of a common thing as well here in Kalamaki and Zante as a whole, because the rains are so bad in the winter. Pretty much everything that is electrical outlet or anything that could get water in is literally covered with plastic bags all the way around. They board everything up pretty much, and they tie everything down because the storms and the rains in general during the winter can be diabolical.
And another quite popular hotel here is Venus Hotel. It's a beautiful place with some really shit entertainment. This hotel here as well looks pretty nice. Don't know what this is. Looks quite fancy. If you know what this place is, drop it in the comments. I'll have a little look at that place. So we've passed Venus on our right. We've just passed the 𝐥𝐢𝐤𝐞 Hotel, and we're now passing the Scorpio snack bar. And then right before you join the strip, you've got the Dennis Apartments as well at the very top. So I think we're going to leave you here. It's been a glorious walk. We're sweating actually. It's a lot warmer than what I thought.
It's the humidity. The humidity is really high in the winter as well, so it doesn't really matter how cold you might be, you just sweat because it's so thick. I think it's about 75 to 80% today. You can really feel it.
So this road leads you back up onto the main strip by corner 45. So guys, that's it from us. We hope you enjoyed this. Something a bit different. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know if you recognise any of the places we've showed you. I think for next week we're potentially going to do the same thing, but going down the old strip.
Oh yeah.
And we'll show you a little bit down there, a little bit of the beach, and yeah, enjoy showing you around over winter time. So from myself and Adam, we'll see you on the next one.
If there are any other resorts in Zante that you want to see and what they look like in the winter, we don't know a lot of the other resorts very well, so it might be a good time for us to have a little look around. So let us know what you want to see.